What's going on, everybody? I'm going to take these off because of the glare. So today I was on a mission, not to buy games, but to complete games. This is normally hard, and if you're a game collector, you know what I mean. A lot of times I'll go to Goodwill or Savers or the thrift store, GameStop, a local video game store, a yard sale, and I'll buy a game. And for some reason, even though the cases are hard plastic, they throw these out and keep the game. I don't know why. Or they take all the games out and they put them in a case, and then they lose these and then find them later and probably throw them away. So all these right here, this is the first good experience I can say I had at GameStop in a long time. I went to GameStop in my local mall, and I said, you know what? Let me ask them if they have any Wii cases, Wii U cases, 3DS, 2DS cases, so I can complete some of my collection. So, girl was very nice. I've only ran into this girl once or twice, and she went in the back and says, "Yeah." She's like, "Let me show you what I can what I have." I said, "Well," "What do you want for them?" She's like, "Oh, you could just have them. We're gonna just throw them away." It's like, "Wait, what?" So I just went through my entire loose DS and 3DS collection. All these are from my local GameStop. Most of them are complete. None of them are really stellar titles, but you know, got a Pokemon Sun, which is empty case. Don't have the game loose, but it was pretty cool to get these. I never had that experience. What's interesting is, if you guys want to know, I have probably about 100 loose DS and 3DS games, just completely loose. That means just the game. So I went through all of them, and guess how many I completed? Very disappointing too. I have a whole bunch of cases downstairs as well, that also have games like this. They're just completely empty, and my stack down there is probably, if I put all these on top of each other, 2 more stacks like that. It's crazy that I have that many games and I just have the case too, that I don't have the games. And I'm pretty diligent about trying to find these empty cases. So this is really nice of GameStop to do this for me. I did complete 2 Nickelodeon SpongeBob SquarePants, Nickelodeon's Globs of Doom. So I now have this complete in box to add to my collection. And the cool thing is, the book was in there. Now I added the game to it. Another one I added was Phineas and Ferb. These are not very expensive games, but it's still very cool to be able to complete these in a collection when you have the games sitting around. I don't know, it annoys the hell out of me. I'm sure a lot of collectors, it annoys the hell out of them. This was the biggest find today. This is really my goal of today. I also want to give a shout out to Joe Gamer, who is a local game store. It is in LaGrange, New York. If you're ever in LaGrange, New York, Joe also hooked me up today. He hooked me up quite a bit. I'm not going to show you guys it because it's not a big deal, but we were talking, and one of the things he found for me is I have a jungle green Nintendo 64. It's like a clear one. It's pretty cool. But one of the things that really annoyed me is I have this jungle green Nintendo 64, and the top cover to the jumper pack is missing. So this has happened before. I run across it every once in a while. The black consoles are real easy to get replacements. The green ones, not so much. You can go on eBay and find ones that were like, you know, like 3D printed, but the color match, in my opinion, is not very good. Joe said that the one he was giving me, he had in the back, and not only did he have one in the back, it was an original one from a Nintendo 64. I don't know why he has it, but he was nice enough to give it to me, which was really, really super awesome. So I got that. I also got a couple other things from him that I'll grab and I'll show you guys. I have basically one of those old CD cases, you know, the one that holds 4 CDs on each page. Today, for the first time, I brought that with me to his store, hoping to complete some games, and he had, I had loose games. Again, I buy people's collections. I just had the game. He completed for me. So we're able to complete 2 games today. Smash Brothers for the Wii U and Crash Bandicoot for the PlayStation 2. And he happened to have the greatest hit box, which is the one that I had. This is awesome. So 2 games out of that binder. It's not much, but it's something. So we got 2 games out of that binder. I also brought a couple of these with me too. So these, I had some discs that were really, really bad. Always hard to see what a disc looks like on camera, but these things, let me tell you, they were scratched. Don't give up on your games. You know, if you have some games that are scratched up and you don't know about this, you can actually bring them to your local game store. A lot of them will do what they call resurfacing them. They put them through a machine. They might charge you anywhere from $2 to $5 per game. So if the game's like $1 game, you might not want to do it. You might want to just replace it. But yeah, he did that for this one. And I had a copy of, surprise, surprise, Mario Kart Wii for whoever's following me. I don't know how many copies I have. Past 35. I did the math the other day, and 35 copies came to over $1,000 worth of Mario Kart Wii. So kind of crazy. The cool thing is this one has 2 copies. So I had 2 copies in this one. They came from the same person when I bought them from months ago, and they were scratched to hell. So I assume the reason why they had 2 copies is because the first copy was so bad they replaced it, but for some reason kept it. And I'm thankful for that. So I brought both of these to Joe Gamer today. He resurfaced both of these games for me. I don't know if they work or not. I'm sure they do, because they look fantastic. The case isn't very nice. This is my case, but it's okay. You know what? We have 2 more copies of Mario Kart Wii, which is awesome. This is the last thing I bought today that I also bought from Joe Gamer. He has, when you go into his store, he has like a wall of games, and then above the wall there's a shelf with game box system boxes for everything from Xbox 360, the Vectrex, the Sega Dreamcast, Sega Saturn, you name it, it's up there. He's recently put some newer ones up there. He had actually a couple Switch ones, which I thought were really cool. He had the Zelda one. He also had added the Splatoon one, and then I noticed this. I've been collecting Game Boy boxes for a while now. This is one that I didn't have, and I asked him if he would sell it. And he said, typically they're not for sale, but for you, I'll sell it to you. How much are you thinking? I said, I don't know, $25. He gets it down. He goes, what do you think? I looked it over, 25 bucks, no problem. So for $35 from him today, I got this box, 3 games resurfaced, that little jungle green expansion pack thing. So I think I got a pretty good deal, and I feel like I might have got a game. Maybe I got a game from him too. I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, I gotta say I did pretty good. I know some people, this might sound ridiculous to collect boxes for things, but these are really hard to come by. They're really cool. And it's funny. I'm driving away, and then I realized I sold my pink Game Boy Advance. So now I need to find a Game Boy Advance to complete this one. But the box is harder to find, believe it or not, than the actual Game Boy. So pretty cool. This is the second Game Boy Advance box I got this week. So very rare to get it. I've been on a streak lately with these things. So super, super cool, super appreciative. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this pickup video. It's a little bit of a weird one because it's not typical that you pick up cases. Unfortunately, was only able to complete 2, but 2 is better than none. And got that awesome case, which I definitely think between this box and that expansion port cover for my Nintendo 64 were definitely the finds of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe, and today's secret word is Game Boy Advance. So leave in the comments below if you watched the video to the end. And until next time, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.